Help me get this out. Share, share, share. What you're seeing is the sun leaving New Zealand and the sun coming to the UK at the same time live on TikTok. And I'm going to show you how this works. This is Gleason's map. This is New Zealand right here. You see? Australia, Europe, the UK. Pay attention. I'm going to show you how the sun works. This is New Zealand. The UK is over here. This is Mr. Sun right here. Boop. We have North America, we have South America, Australia, and Africa's over here, and the white ring that goes around us is Antarctica. You see our sun moving? You barely see moon right here, but the sun is on the equator, same with moon, and it's going around our home, east to west, like it's done since the beginning of time. The dark side, the shaded side, represents night, and there's 3 lines right here. You have your summer solstice, you have your equator, and you have your winter solstice. The sun, as it travels around our home, will also come in for the summer solstice and goes back out for the winter solstice, which is why the birds fly south for the winter. This map is extremely important, otherwise they wouldn't use it as their logo. And I will show you. Summer solstice, winter solstice. Message me and I will get this over to you. You can find it at Yale University. The World Health Organization uses it as their logo. This was started in the 1940s. There it is close up with the serpent. Here's the United Nations, also funded in the 1940s. The World Meteorological Organization uses it, also founded in the 1940s. The International Civil Aviation Organization, also founded in the 1940s. And the International Maritime Organization, founded in the 1940s. It's time to wake up. They changed everything at the turn of the 19th century.
You think you're not indoctrinated? Let me prove you wrong. You're so indoctrinated that you believe everything antithetical to all observable reality. You see the sun move around us, and you believe that it's actually not moving and we're moving around it. We see the stars do perfect concentric circles, and you're supposed to believe they're actually not moving, and you're on a ball and you're spinning around. When pilots fly a plane, they have to fly as if the earth is flat and non-rotating, but allegedly it's curving and spinning. If they flew like it was curving and spinning, we'd literally all die. We experience large bodies of water at rest, laying flat. You guys think they're curving. We see all large bodies of water, or just water in general, having to be contained by something. You guys think that it just magically curves and it's not contained by anything except this magical force, which isn't even a force, called gravity. Also, this is why it's called sea level, not sea curve. Hence the horizon. It's horizontal. It's not curving. We go outside and we experience an earth that's not moving, but allegedly we're spinning over 1,000 miles per hour. Because your school textbook told you so. When we send a high altitude balloon up in the sky, we see the horizon rising towards eye level, not down and away like it would if the earth was a globe. Gravity is so strong at the surface that it's holding all this water down, but it can't hold a butterfly or a bird. They want you living in this fantasy-based reality where you can't even trust yourself or your senses, and you have to rely on the government or the elite or mandatory school science textbooks to tell you the very nature of where you live. And people will just say, well, your senses can deceive you. Sure, maybe sometimes they can, but we use them for quite literally everything in life on a daily basis. So when it comes to the earth, you guys think, oh, your senses are deceiving you and everything's an illusion. You guys are crazy. Welcome to Clown World. It's time to wake up.
They have been lying to you. There used to be a 13th month, but they erased it, leaving us with a false historical timeline. In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII introduced the Gregorian calendar, but this calendar doesn't really make much sense. It was primarily designed to help people remember when to pay their taxes. The word calendar actually comes from calends, an ancient word meaning account book. The months in our current calendar are a complete mess. March is named after Mars, the god of war. July and August are named after Julius and Augustus Caesar, who decided they should each have a month named after them. But this is where it gets scary. The order of the months doesn't make any sense either. Septem means 7, Octo means 8, Novum means 9, and Decem means 10. Instead, the 13-month calendar used by many ancient cultures follows the natural cycles of the moon. It has 13 months each with 28 days, and if you multiply 13 by 28, you get 364 days, perfectly matching the moon's orbit. The 13-month calendar didn't just disappear, it was replaced with one built for control, not the truth. Comment moon below and I'll reveal the name of the lost month.
You know, I'm tired of watching the flat versus globe debates and seeing flat earthers being treated like they have absolutely no sense at all. You know what makes no logical sense is the fact that it's 2025 with all these technological advancements and we're debating the shape of the earth. And that debate is exploding. We're talking every platform right now is hosting 24 hours a day. You can find a flat versus globe debate occurring, whether it's in comment sections, whether it's just live actual debates happening in 2025. If there's nothing to this, why is that the case? If there's nothing to this, why are there articulate, intelligent people seeing the earth is flat, experiencing the earth is flat? Why, also on top of it all, is it growing? You know, if there was nothing to this flat earth argument, it would not be growing. You know, there wouldn't be 5 flat earthers, let alone however many million there are today. It just wouldn't grow. There wouldn't be enough substance for it to grow. But look at all of the substance, all the talking points, the lack of curvature, selenilian eclipses, the analemma, you know, I mean, the list goes on. Fake space, which, by the way, is another strange thing to me. Hold on a minute. So you're telling me that these globers and heliocentric model defenders, they defend the model with all their life, right? But then also they defend the space agencies right along with it. You know, I haven't met an honest heliocentric globe believer, maybe one, that says, we didn't go to the moon. And this space exploration stuff is ridiculous. A Tesla being launched into space, really? You know, there's not a single honest, intelligent person who can admit that the space agencies are fakery bakeries, giving you fresh faked goods on the daily, hitting you with a nice big fat faker's dozen.
I tell you something right now, you are officially an astronaut.
If going to space for 11 minutes makes you an astronaut, then probably I'm a scientist. Did Katy Perry really went to space? Now let's take a look at the daisy that she's holding. In a microgravity environment, the plant tissues will be deformed or even collapse due to the lack of support or having low temperature or strong radiation. The daisy flower would be dehydrated and may be discolored by any minutes or will shrink even half of it in space and will always appear deformed. This Katy Perry astronaut thing, it is all a show shot, just like what they did to the moon landing. And it is mainly a publicity campaign. And do the entire live show, and that's on the studio, using a simulated capsule that is owned by Jeff Bezos, which is a Blue Origin company. If you're a normal person who loves being into space, would you face the entire camera or looking at the entire Earth? Now, on their landing video, if you are in any flight, or any airline perhaps, traveling inbound and outbound, the security in the door lock of any airline there is massive and built in a stronghold material, probably like metals.
They can't, and here's why. They'd have to be able to lift about 25,000 pounds because once this door gets pressurized in flight, it's 9 pounds per square inch, and it's got bolts that attach to the inside pins, actually, that hold that door closed. Now, what about on the ground? Well, above 80 knots, when the airplane accelerates, those pins activate, and that door can't be opened by anybody, even on the ground. Below 80 knots, there's an emergency and you need to get out? Yeah, absolutely. You just flip the handle, and the door opens up, the slide goes out, and out you go. Now you know.
Just like a vacuum chamber, comparing it to the space shuttle that Katy Perry and the girls were using. The flimsy door that cannot even withstand 30,000 feet and open like a Fisher-Price kids' playhouse. All pressure doors are opens out. You all know that? Open inward, then swing out. This is only a marketing for the Blue Origin company, just like the marketing of Nubin. And you'll probably see it online where they put something in here and their eyes turns to, you know what I mean. Katy Perry going to space for 11 minutes, only to look at the camera and show Daisy. This is Rose, by the way. A carefully but not careful enough reality show. It is a big scam. Lauren Sanchez has breast implants. Space is a high vacuum environment. Breast implants would burst, especially under such conditions. And with 360 panoramic windows, now if you have the basic knowledge about what real space is, all capsules need to endure immense pressure just to maintain its structure. And that's basic science. Capsules generate a lot of heat and probably would be scorched and even sparking, but they landed completely clean and no signs of burning. Have you seen the Apollo? Yeah, that capsule. Katy Perry goes to space, spends more time on camera instead of looking out. This 11 minutes to space cost $28 million just to show us the daisy flower and her concert event on the butterfly thing. It's like a team of Kardashians in space. What if they all use that money for something good? To feed people who suffer starvation and famine. But again, it's the Baphomet. Baphomet only create destructions and chaos. And even the logo of their suit, that's a Baphomet. And kissing the earth after 11 minutes in space or 11 minutes in the studio. I would rather live in the ocean for good. If there is a lot of people who will believe this shit. I'm already late. Any update of Katy Perry, just let me know or tag me below. Thank you. Salam alaikum.